Today I got behind me a 2006 Hyundai Tucson with a 2.7 liter V6 in her. Actually a really nice little unit. What's good, YouTube? Welcome to Sam's Wrecking Yard. So this one came to me from a family friend, and it came to me with a no start issue. Got that figured out, and I'll walk you through that in a bit. And it also came to me with a misfire in cylinder 6. So the misfire is more than likely due to bad spark plugs, worn out spark plugs, because I changed the spark plug in cylinder 6 and I changed this plug wire. That was also bad, and the misfire so far hasn't represented itself. So that is what I'm working on. So the first thing you need to do, your first 3 are up front here. Your second 3, as you can see, kind of just disappear back under here. So you actually have to take off the upper plenum, or plenum. So it's 3, 4, 5, 6, 12 millimeter bolts, 2 would appear to be 10s. Yep. And then back under here somewhere, there is 2 more 12 millimeter bolts. Plus you gotta disconnect any lines that are attached to it. I think this one's all 1. These will just pop off. Oh, actually, yeah, I could probably just pop these out. Electrical lines that gotta come off, and air box gotta come out. The throttle cables need to come off. At least one of them. I think it's just the cruise control cable needs to come off for sure. And then this unit here kind of just tucks up that way, and this whole unit here comes off, which is why I'm hoping I bought the right gasket, and it appears to be the right one. This is a plenum gasket for a 2.7 and 2.5 liter Hyundai engine from 2006 and whatever generation that is. Okay, so quick little update as to what I'm doing, and wish me luck. Here we go. Seven bolts. I misspoke earlier, my bad. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bolts, 2 nuts on the front of it here. And yes, I do have power tools. My brother used to give me heck all the time. We have power tools and air tools. God damn it, use them. As you can see, I still don't. We got 2 long ones, 3 short ones, 2 nuts. And when you're working on engines, I know you never see me use it, but these are a great idea. Perfect. Right. Squeeze, pull it, clip it. What are we doing here? So down here, it's just a squeeze tab. So, theory states that this one has that too. There it is. Alright, there. That's 10. Which means that's probably 10 as well. And there's ours. And grab you, and grab you. Because that's the only that listen to that whole little section out. So this one has just another, it's actually like a C-clip. You you just push it in and then it'll release. It's actually used on quite a bit of vehicles, that style of connector. Got a little hose clamp on it, just a pair of pliers, unless you got a hose clamp pliers, which I don't. The other thing is, let's go ahead and get this front three done first, I guess. These make it so much easier. I think that's actually what they're for, to be honest, is pulling spark plug wires off of things. I don't know, I found them in a junkyard and put them in my pocket. Been using it since. Alright, so this is number 6 cylinder here, which is the one that I replaced. I also replaced it with a newer, again, junkyard special, whatever these are called, spark plug wire. So the spark plugs in here are 5/8, and they're way down in the engine. Actually, I'll bring you in and see if you can see it. Way down there. So this spark plug actually I put in is actually brand new, but I bought it for something else. I don't remember what now. Actually, I owned it before. So that's not too bad. A little fuel rich, but clean nonetheless. So that's how they're supposed to look. Show you the next one. Wasn't even finger tight, barely. And the crazy thing is that this vehicle used to do a 200 round trip on a very regular basis like this. So you see that little nub down there? That's where it's supposed to be too. I had to re-gap this to bring it back to 0.44 inches. Because originally, over the years, it had worn down and the spark plug, whatever this part's called on the plug, was never re-gapped. So a full 100th of an inch is at the top of this, and I could fit it in like that with play. Whereas these brand new NGKs, G-Power NGKs, apparently they were just the cheapest I could find. I like NGK though, they're not a bad brand. I've actually put it in pretty much everything I've ever owned. Now this should gap out. See? Alright, that's why you always check your spark plug gaps, even on brand new stuff. Pre-gapped or not, always do your due diligence. About there should be fine. So you always be careful when you put it in the back of the block. You don't want to just drop it in there because then you're going to mess up the spark plug gap. I'm in finger tight. And just a little snug up. There we go. Like, these things don't need to be stupid tight. You don't need to be a Hulkster to put these things in. It just makes it harder to get them back out of the engine when you gotta replace them again. Now, I don't personally have a question about something. So when you're putting on your spark plug boot, you can actually feel a little click right at the very end. That's when you know it's set properly. Yeah, barely anything. So I have a sneaky suspicion that these may be the original plugs for this vehicle because of how worn down they are. I've owned a lot of vehicles that are well over 300,000 kilometers on the dial, and I personally have never come across something that bad. Oh, and a nice clean way to keep your area clean, go ahead and just put it all back in the cover that it came in. There, my 3 used ones. You know, there's actually an extremely fair chance that that other spark plug that I had was for a lawnmower. So right down, and then click. Alright, let's find out where this back ones are. Unfortunately, I really can't bring you with me back there, but alright, there's a clip on the, I'm guessing the throttle cable here. It's just in there like that, just a retainer clip. I think it's just to hold this together. And then this, I believe, is the cruise control. And that's got nuts on it. Anyway, these are both throttle. Both of these go to the throttle body. I don't know which one's what, but actually I do. So this loops around. Yeah, so this is from your throttle, your gas pedal, and this one's from your cruise control box, which if you follow it back is right there. Whereas this one, see it there? Follow it back and enters through the firewall right there, dumps down to your gas pedal. Okay. Probably just, I don't know. I think I'll just take those bolts out. I feel like that's just gonna make my life easier trying to pull this thing out because there's no room up here. Yeah, I'll just undo these. Is it both bolts or just that bolt? I'm gonna start with that one. If that doesn't do it, I'll do this one too. But I feel like it's just that bolt. And then there's this line back here. Oh no, I'll just undo both. I think that's a ground wire or something to that effect. Hang on. Why am I even undoing all this shit? Can I just undo this bracket? And just set that aside and be done with it? And a couple hoses. Goes to the brake booster, that's a vacuum. plugs. There it is again, that little C-clip. Up close now. Depress it. You see how on these sides pushes it out. Then you can pull it off. Ooh, am I supposed to just take the throttle body off? There's more vacuum lines or something down here that I just don't want to get into. One, two, usually just 4, 3, and 4. You know what? I think I'm just going to take that throttle body off. I'm just going to lean it over here. Then I just have to take this line off, this line off. So this line and this line. Undo the bracket here, undo the bracket here. Take these electricals off. Oh, I hate these ones. All right, give me 2 shakes. Oh, there we go. That's all one. Stay together. That's right by that. That goes underneath. So I'll check that down when I have to. That's the fuel rail, which appears to be separate. And what? And what? Oh snap, did I just find those 2 bolts? You know what, guys? You're gonna be my investigators. Meow. Oh, it's still the same too. I feel like that's wrong. Because those are what I was feeling, and those are not bolts. Right? Is that a culprit there? No, it can't be good. I think that's them right there. Oh, wait a minute. Alright, so what do y'all figure those bolts are to take those brackets off in the back? The throttle brackets. Yeah, I think they're 10s too. Not 10-2, but 10s too. Number 3, medium side bolts. 1 right front, 2 long bolts, 1 middle, and what's behind number 3? 2 short bolts. Perfection, perfection. I hope I don't have to undo this too, do I? I can only physically see and get to 2 bolts. Here's to hoping. Here's Charlie. very short 10mm bolts. Hold on the cable bracket of the passenger driver's side. And the assumption is the same for the passenger side. Small 10mm bolts on the driver's side. Hold it back there. And I'm going to see the decision correct. This bracket back here, first bolt goes to the firewall, that is the pointing. That one back here. Second one is the across strap. Okay. Yep. Not a little bitty short, well, a little bit longer actually. Just a smidgen longer on that back one. Enjoy the YouTube and video editing. All of this will be in fast motion. So if I talk really slowly, I might be able to talk increasingly. Probably just gonna sound like a whale. Alright. So the shorter ones are for the driver's side bracket, the longer ones are for the passenger side bracket. Y'all gotta remember that for me, okay? Both those brackets off right there, that was off right there. Follow you. Let's get a little short extension going here. Alright. So, long ones for the top driver's side. Shorter one is for the bottom passenger side. Front of vehicle, closest to the firewall. Then you got 2 bolts. Nuts. Sorry. Shoes out. There's a bracket to no man's land. Oh, schnaps. Not schnapps, schnaps. Underneath the throttle body, because it lines up beautifully with those 2 bottom holes right there. Ta-da! Okay, some gentle persuasion, but from where? So I suspect I found a bit of a hidden bolt as well. Can't see nothing. Alright, let me get you a different view. Which I have come to expect on this vehicle is 12s. Kind of built on 12mm. They built this car on 12mm. They built this car on 12mm. Yeah. Another shorter one. Oh, that's what it holds. Okay. Can you see any more bolts? Oh, there is no room in this thing. Ouch. So, I have found yet another very well hidden one. Actually, I think it's the one I found earlier and just forgot about. Crap. I bet you it is. Because it's right below those 2, I don't know, those little like weird pokey outer things that I thought were bolts. There is some kind of other bracket attached to this bolt. Good news is it felt like it was supposed to be hanging down. Hey, get your mind out of the gutter. It's okay, mine's there too. So whatever God's green earth that is, and why that is, who knows. Oh, you have got to be kidding me. Is that another hidden freaking bolt? Oh, I love engineers. 3 spark plugs. All this work. There she be. Let it roll. Oh, look at that success. Okay, here we go. So yeah, looks like I was right on the bracket. Or the gasket, I mean, not the bracket. So which one is what here? All right, so this is cylinder 6. Yep, they're actually not, like, that one's kind of rough. That one is, whatever that is. There they are. Let me get them replaced. So I'm definitely gonna take that part as a win. Now if I can remember where all those little bolts go, I'll be happy. Am I scared? No. May I have more left over? Let's hope not. Probably. I'm gonna go find some food, some water, or other provisions of liquid, and be back in a bit. So that is not in focus. Is actually a lot better condition than the ones that were up front, but also a completely different type of spark plug, I think. Oh look, they're NGKs. Nice. But yeah, either way, we're putting brand new in. Well, good news is I got the right spark plugs. They're the exact same. Of course, you can't freaking see it. Anyway, they're the same. Take my word for it. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go find the owner's manual if I have one. Thank you. What's this? Something very interesting. Maybe X6. 1.0 to 1.1 millimeters apparently is like 0.39 inches. And they say to actually gap it a little bit tighter when you have high kilometers. One person on the threads actually said they went 0.041. Start with that one, finish those, and then go to that one. I'll do that off camera. And before I lose light, I know it doesn't show in the video, but I'm actually timed for having daylight here. So there was one screw here, and the other one was over here. Actually, that's what was holding me up. So apparently there is supposed to be one screw back here, which goes into that hole. So there's those 3 in the back. So this here is the back. Here's the throttle body, and just, but I couldn't reach it without pulling the throttle body off. There's no way that I was getting my hand down there. So I'm glad I did that and chose that. Here's those 2 stick out thingies that I felt first. Directly below that was the second one. And then this, I didn't take anything off that. That's awkward. Here's the rear of the throttle cables, and here's the front of the throttle cables. yeah, that all comes off as one unit. Well, I got her finished. Sorry everybody, my phone died. So got it all back together, took it for a couple test drives. She's been running for actually about 45 minutes now, which is awesome. Still got a little bit of a tick in it. But my guess at this point is probably lifters, which I'm not gonna do anything about. And she's got a lot of pep. Oh my God, this thing is fun to drive. I tell you what, she is fun to drive. So she's gonna be a good vehicle for the next person. You know what? Let's go ahead and take a real quick look inside, and I'll show you around a little bit, and we'll get the kilometers. All right, one sec. So this is the inside. You know, this is a nice little unit. Oop, let's go back here. There we go. All the way to the back. And the kilometers are... Oof. Got no warning lights, no check engine light. Heat's staying good. Idling at 600 RPMs. Airbag light is on. I don't understand that. I don't really care to find out. I probably will look it up, but I don't think I'm going to do anything about it. I don't have a seatbelt on. Yeah. Haven't verified yet if the CD player works or not, but the radio does. AC works, blows nice and cold. Cool little ashtray thing. So yeah, that is the project done. It's a 2006 Hyundai Tucson again. Got that back spark plugs fixed, and I did end up using the new gasket for the upper plenum there. So basically I cut the hell out of my forearm, but I was able to get all the bolts back in, and I don't have any bolts left over, so hey, score one for me. So that's actually really cool. Yeah, I think this car is going to be a good one. There's a couple more things that I want to do to it, and I'll bring you along for that, of course. When I step on the brake, there is a click that happens in the rear driver's side. Figure out what's going on with that. Yeah. And the cool thing is, so when we first got this, we laid those back seats down. So I'm 6 feet tall, and in my full-size Suburban, I have to kind of lay with my head cocked a little bit, with the seats like halfway down. But this one here, those seats go down, I can lay down in it, which is amazing. Honestly, these are probably really good vehicles for just road trips and sleeping in the vehicle and camping, that kind of thing. So that's really cool. All right, everybody, that's a wrap on this episode. It's 10:30 at night my time. So all in all, the spark plug change probably took me, with my fumbling around, in and around 3 hours, give or take. Actually, I think top end is about 3 hours. So yeah, it's doable. It's just kind of labor intensive a little bit, trying to find all those damn bolts. But that's why I do this. I find them first and help everybody out. So of course, as always, my name is Sam. This is Sam's Wrecking Yard. If you liked it and I was able to help you out, like, share, and subscribe. See you on the next one. Cheers.